and has very little odor, making it a pleasant experience for any client. After completing the entire head with a full application, Kathleen massages the extractor into the hair, then places a plastic bag on the head and puts Linlaw under a hot dryer for 20 minutes. Then shampoo with the clarifying shampoo twice vigorously into the ends and rinse each time with very warm water from 3 to 5 minutes. Because Linlaw is a natural level 3, you can see that after the extracting process, her natural level at the base is not lifted because PRAVANA's color extractor contains no bleach or other harsh ingredients. So her hair is left in optimal condition, only the undertones of the previous color are revealed. Kathleen has chosen a Chroma Silk colorback formula to give a softer tone to Linlaw's dark brown hair using a 6.35 dark golden mahogany blonde with 20 volume at the base. Kathleen has placed a large zigzag parting to create a transition of color placement from the bottom to the top, taking horizontal sections across, working down into the nape, applying color only at the base. Her 6.35 dark golden mahogany blonde with 20 volume on Linlaw's hair will only take her up one level to a level 4, a dark bronze color. Once Kathleen has completed the lower portion of the zigzag section around the bottom part of the head, she begins applying a new formula at the base on the top with half 8.45, a light copper mahogany blonde, and half natural 7 medium blonde. She continues by connecting the base color with vertical sections and applying color 1 inch away from the scalp. Once the base color is applied on the top of the head, Kathleen prepares the same formula of 6.35 dark golden mahogany blonde for the lower portion of the head, this time using a 30 volume developer connecting the color on the shaft to the ends. She will continue taking diagonal sections, applying the color down into the nape. Then she'll go back to the top portion of the head and apply her formula of half 8.45 light copper mahogany blonde with half 7 natural using a 40 volume developer on the shaft to the ends. Because of the increased color uptake potential after the color extraction process, we will process the hair color for 30 minutes, and it is recommended to use a colorback formula at least 2 levels lighter than the desired color. After processing, Linlaw is shampooed and blown dry. Kathleen creates a balayage technique using PRAVANA's Pure Light powdered lightener with a 20 volume developer and freehand painting streaks onto the hair. This will create light effects throughout the top portion of the design and onto the tips. Freehand painting is very creative as you choose where you want to put the lights. Upon shampoo and rinsing of the hair, Kathleen applies the final color formula to damp hair using Chroma Silk 8.42, a light copper beige blonde, and Zero Lift developer to tone the lights to a beautiful, cool bronzy glow, making Linlaw a rich, warm brown with just the right amount of bronze lights to enhance the haircut and make the finished design softer and much more interesting. Vedra is a PRAVANA color specialist and only uses PRAVANA Chroma Silk in her successful color salon. Brandy is a fire type client who loves change. She wants to be a cool bleached blonde, and Vedra is up for the challenge. She consults with Brandy on the process. Brandy has a small amount of regrowth and is a natural level 6 with light copper hair color. PRAVANA means the source of all things, and to Vedra, her PRAVANA color products will be the source of all things for her and Brandy. Her first step will be to extract Brandy's permanent hair color by mixing equal parts of Part 1 and Part 2 of the PRAVANA color extractor. It is important to consult with your client as to what color has been previously used. The PRAVANA color extractor only extracts oxidative dyes and does not remove semi-permanent color. Once the extractor is mixed to a creamy mixture, Vedra begins on dry hair starting at the top, applying scalp to ends. She continues taking horizontal sections down the head, being generous with her application. Vedra is not worried about the condition of Brandy's fine, delicate hair because PRAVANA's extractor is gentle to the hair. She makes sure that all the hair is covered within each section to thoroughly saturate the hair with product. Phaedra continues onto the back, applying the extractor scalp to ends. Once completed, she places a plastic bag on the head and will put Brandy under a warm dryer for 20 minutes. To be successful with the PRAVANA color extractor, thoroughly shampoo with the PRAVANA sulfate-free clarifying shampoo 2 times and rinse for 3 to 5 minutes once the hair has processed under the dryer. As you can see, the process has revealed the undertones from the previous color application. Having a gentle but powerful lightener is one of a color's greatest tools. PRAVANA Pure Light is a remarkable lightener that lifts 7 levels and beyond at record speed, yet leaves the hair in great condition. Its creamy, smooth, blue-violet formula lightens hair to cool tones, never brassy. Phaedra is using a 30-volume developer and applying Pure Light to Brandy's mid-shaft and working it into the ends. It is important to work at least 1 inch away from the scalp, and because of Pure Light's rich, creamy formula, it won't dry out or run towards the scalp. She continues working down the head on the sides and then starts at the top of the head in the back, working around until she has completed the mid-shaft area. Once she's completed her application, Phaedra begins her on-scalp formula using the recommended 20-volume developer. Because of Pure Light's gentle but quick lightening power, Phaedra's on-scalp formula will lift quickly, which is why she works her application at a steady pace, making sure to keep a generous amount of product on her brush. After Phaedra finishes up around the hairline, she'll move on to the back, moving from the top of the head down into the nape, taking horizontal sections. After finishing the application, Phaedra takes the tip of her comb to open and separate the hair to equally process the hair to a pale yellow. After fully processing Pure Light to a pale blonde, Phaedra applies her overlay formula of 902 and ultralight violet blonde with Zero Lift developer from scalp to ends over the entire head and allowed to process for 10 minutes. The results are an astounding color makeover for Brandy, from copper red to a captivating cool blonde, all with the magic of the PRAVANA color system. Weston is a PRAVANA color artist from Utah. His client Lucy is an Asian model, but she has very fine hair. She is a fire earth type who enjoys bold red hair color, but only gets it done every 3 to 4 months, creating a large amount of regrowth. Weston is recommending a color balancing technique with a bright copper red and dimensional lights to complement Lucy's haircut. Weston begins at the front hairline with his Chroma Silk balancing formula of 7.43, a medium copper gold with a 30-volume developer. Because Lucy is a natural level 5, Weston's formula will lift 2 levels and deposit color to the target shade of copper that will match Lucy's ends. Weston applies color from the scalp to the mark of demarcation of previously colored hair. He continues taking fine horizontal sections across the top of the head with his on-scalp application. After a few sections, Weston begins placing alternating foils using PRAVANA's Pure Light powder lightener and 20-volume developer to lighten pieces throughout the top and to add dimension and contrast to the finished hair color. He is also making sure not to lighten the ends and moves them out of the way as he places the foil in place. After a couple of foils, Weston continues back on his on-scalp application with his 7.43 and 30-volume developer up to the previously lightened hair. He takes another fine horizontal section and again applies his on-scalp formulation. He then takes another foil with his Pure Light formula only to the line of demarcation. Weston continues his on-scalp application, alternating his foil placements until he gets to the crown area. Weston then moves to the side area with his on-scalp formula of 7.43 with 30 volume from the scalp to the line of demarcation, and then begins his foil placement with Pure Lights at the back of the ear. Then back again with a vertical slice with his on-scalp formula and continuing on to complete the entire back. Upon completion of his on-scalp formula, Weston mixes up the same formula of 7.43 medium copper gold, this time with Zero Lift Developer for deposit-only demi-color to Lucy's ends. He then removes Lucy's foils so he can place them on a towel and spray them with water to wipe the existing pure